Hello and welcome to the Kayden Show, today's best country mix. And joining me right here is Ayana Taylor. Ayana, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. How are you doing, Kayden?
Doing fantastic. Thank you so much for taking the time. I know a couple times we tried getting on you on the show, and there was a couple
Right,
hiccups. So
right. Yeah, I'm so glad we were able to coordinate and finally pin down a day and time where we could be together and talk. So I'm glad.
absolutely. So why don't you start by telling us a little bit about you and how you got your start in acting?
Yes. So, yeah, to all of your audience, your fans, people who adore Kayden, my name is
Mhm.
Ayana Taylor. I am from Sulphur Springs, Texas, a really small town just northeast of Dallas. I grew up just in sports, very athletic, but also just having a love for art and just trying to incorporate that in small ways, not in terms of a career,
Mhm.
growing up, but just appreciating it. But yeah, I'm a small town girl. I have a big family. I'm the second youngest of five.
Mhm.
Um, yes, I'm an actor, model, voiceover artist, vegan, you name it, I've done it. But no, yes, I'm so grateful to be here. And yeah, you wanted to know a little bit about my how I got started into acting. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, so I would basically I feel bad saying this now because I don't remember who it was, but I met this person who was an actor and model, and she came up to me and she's like, "Oh my God, I can see you acting. Like, have you ever considered acting before?" And I was like, "Oh my God, no." I mean, I always thought of, like, I always wanted to do it, but I never like had the push, you know what I'm saying? There was never like that permission for myself to do it. And
Mhm.
so when she said that to me, she lighted up a fire that was like already burning inside of me that had a desire to act. But I was like, I don't know where to start. I've been in athletics and sports all my life. I don't even know the first thing about being a performer actor in that
Mhm.
way. But what's so similar in that aspect is that, being in sports, I learned discipline, I learned perseverance, I learned hard work, I learned to, be a perfectionist about your
Mhm.
craft, about your sport or whatever it is I was doing. And so that crossed over so beautifully into being an artist because yes, you still had to have all those skills, but you also need to have
Mhm.
a level of freedom and play in the acting world. So yeah, that's a little bit how I got started. And, someone told me, gave me permission to do what I love. And now I try to do that at the same token, tell people if you want to do it, push them
Mhm.
to do it as well, to follow the dreams, essentially. Yeah.
For sure, for sure. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what you've been in so far?
Oh my gosh. Oh, what have I been in so far? I've been in so many great opportunities. What I'm most known for is Darman and Darman
Mhm.
Studios, his work. So I've had the pleasure. I actually looked back at one of my old self tapes that I submitted to Darman, my very first one back in August of 2020. I was looking back that the other day, and I was like, wow,
Mhm.
it's been almost
2
2 years.
years, yeah.
Yeah, it's almost been 2 years since I've been with Darman, and wow, what a whirlwind it has been. I've played so many wonderful characters through
Mhm.
Darman, and just being able to meet so many amazing fans and people who appreciate his work and have started appreciating my work. So outside of Darman, I love to work on different short films, web
Mhm.
series. The film that I promoted probably the most is this film called Stuck in the Sand, and it's basically it's about two women who get kidnapped and who are basically thrown in the middle of a desert, have to fight to the death.
Oh, wow.
And so it's very different from Darman. Very
Mhm. Very
yeah.
different.
So and I love roles like that stretch me out of my
Mhm.
comfort zone, that really challenge me to be better and to grow in my artistry. And so I've done Stuck in the Sand. I've also did a web series. Um, called Single that I just recently finished. I was in 2 episodes out of the 8, and that was a wonderful experience talking
Mhm.
about love and dating in Los Angeles, and the struggle that can be. Yes, and then just a lot of different short films. I'm telling you, I was telling my classmates I just graduated with that I
Oh,
did
okay.
over 20 films in 2019, just gaining
Mhm.
that experience, just getting on set, meeting people, making connections, and learning how to act, when I first moved out here. So
Mhm.
it's just working, and working and gaining that on like hands-on experience. Yeah.
And that's the best way to do it, honestly, doing
Yeah,
hands-on, I'm not
sorry.
gonna lie, and
I know I
anything you
gave
do.
I know I gave you a lot of information just now, but
Yeah.
yeah, no, hands-on. I mean, I've always known myself to be a kinesthetic learner. And if
Mhm,
people who aren't familiar with that, there's three forms of learning, or just there's a study that
mhm,
that says there's typically three types of learning. One is auditory, which is through listening; visual, which is
mhm.
through seeing; and
Right,
kinesthetic. And kinesthetic is basically learning through movement, through
right,
doing.
right.
And so I think majority of people are kinesthetic, just to the fact of
Mhm.
like, once you do it and you do it and do it, you get used to it, you get comfortable, you can be yourself. So I'm definitely a kinesthetic and visual, but kinesthetic more so.
For sure, for sure. So, if somebody was to write a movie or a TV show about something about you or something that has, impacted your life, what do you think that they would write about?
Oh wow. Okay. What would they write a whole movie about me? Okay, if I could have someone write a movie about me, it would definitely be about my life journey and how, not to get too deep and emotional, because I feel like I'm going through a lot of, struggles and dealing with, confidence in myself and believing in
Mhm,
myself. I would do a movie that's similar to how, a star athlete or as someone who's well known, very popular, someone who's like I said, that star athlete, most
mhm.
popular person in school, everyone loves and adores them, but somehow in themselves, they don't see their own worth. They don't see their own value. And they go to outward things,
Mhm.
medals, trophies, getting people telling them to praise them, to make them feel good, when deep down inside they had to really know and love themselves first. So I would start a movie like that, where it's just like, how can you be in other people's eyes the most celebrated, the most successful, yet still be unhappy, and really go through that, and like in the trauma that you dealt with growing up and how that made you come to who you are. I know that probably doesn't sound as interesting as like I'm making it sound, but I would really love to see someone do that and see, just to talk about the complexities, of,
Mhm.
how society sees us versus how we see ourselves, and how can we not let the society define our
Right.
self-worth and our self-love and our appreciation, because all of that starts with self. You have to love yourself and be there for yourself first before you can be there for other people. So yeah, that's totally what I would love to see.
Do you have any upcoming projects that we can look forward to?
Ooh, do I have any upcoming projects? Well, yes, stay on the lookout. So I just graduated from a Baron Brown Studio. It's a Meisner acting school in Santa Monica, California. And so I have just found such a beautiful family. My classmates have just been we've grown together, we've cried together, we've just bonded in a way that I just can't ever be able to express or appreciate. And so moving forward, I am going to start taking, I basically say I'm going to be the female Dhar Mann. You know what I'm saying? Like in regards to making content, I want to
Mhm,
be able to make a dynasty and create content that I feel good about, that I feel confident about, that I can share with the world. And it doesn't
mhm,
necessarily have to be Dhar Mann's content. Like, he does very motivational, inspirational type
mhm.
content. Mine won't be like that, but it's going to be just the idea of getting content out, sharing with people who can connect and understand and really grow through that experience. So, a long-winded answer, all that to say, I'm going to start making my own short films and my own projects with the people that I love and care about and have worked with. So y'all stay tuned for that. Ayana Taylor, follow me on my YouTube channel, because that's where I'm going to be posting most of my short films and things like that. So yeah, stay tuned, stay tuned, stay tuned, stay tuned.
That is awesome, Ayana. And now, where can people find you on social media if they want to keep up with what you're doing?
Absolutely, absolutely. So you guys can follow me. So underscore AYANA TAYLOR underscore. Put that in Instagram, put that on TikTok. Those are my handles. Again, I'll say it one more time: underscore AYANA TAYLOR underscore. So at underscore Ayana Taylor underscore. You can also find me on my YouTube channel that I just said. So it's just Ayana Taylor. You can also find me on my Facebook page. Ayana Taylor actor. I try to post, different funny skits and reels and different things on all the social medias. So you got to make sure you follow me on at least those four: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate that.
And do you have a message to those who might be listening or watching this, or any of your fans?
Oh my gosh, a message, just an emphatic, blatant thank you just for supporting me. Thank you for being there for me. I can't thank you guys enough just for all the love and the comments I've been receiving just from the work that I've done so far through Darman and through other projects. You guys have just been such ride or dies. And if you don't know me and you're interested in seeing what is this girl about, who is this? Definitely check out my content. Definitely check out my website, just to get to know a little bit more about me, because I would definitely love to get to know more about you guys. So thank you guys for having me. And Kayden, again, thank you for hosting this and having a platform for me to share, my story and the stuff that I'm doing. So thank you, Kayden.
It is my pleasure. Now, Ayana, is there anything that I forgot to mention that you would like to mention today?
That you did mention that I should mention? No, I think you got it. I mean, yeah, everything was great. I like I said, again, thank you guys so much for being super supportive to not only me, but to Kayden, and to continue to follow and support him as well. Like, let's all grow together. So thank you so much again.
That is the end goal. We have to, kind of follow each other and, help each other out in any way we can. That's how I look at
Absolutely.
it.
Absolutely. Awesome,
Hmm.
Kayden. Thank
Thank you so
you.
much. And
Of
again, I would like to thank Ayana Taylor for taking the time to come on the Kayden Gordon Show, today's Best Country Mix. We sure do appreciate your time for being with us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And take care and have a great day.